Disney has finally updated us on the future of the After Dark events at Disneyland. Meanwhile, Disney cast have spoken about their futures. Will this result in a change in capacity in the parks? We'll talk about this next on Fresh Bake. Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to Fresh Bake. Let's talk about what's new at the Disneyland Resort. And that is that Disney has confirmed this morning the return of the fan favorite After Dark events, a bunch of them, in fact. So let's break down each, and we'll cover all the details provided by Disney, and we're going to start with Sweethearts Night. This is a Valentine's Day event scheduled for 5 nights in February. February 1st, 3rd, 8th, 10th, and of course, February 14th. Tickets for this event will go on sale on February 9th. That's this Thursday, and then not before noon Pacific. So there's no need to be awake at midnight or 8 a.m. trying to beat the rush. Noon Pacific on Thursday. The event's going to feature a special fireworks show, that's already something that I was not expecting. I don't think I've ever seen a Valentine's Day themed fireworks show. I'm curious. There will also be projections on Sleeping Beauty Castle and on Main Street, and I'm pretty sure this is in addition to whatever projections they do on Sleeping Beauty Castle for the fireworks show, meaning these projections will be all night. And then we're also going to get a jazz band on the Mark Twain, very romantic. And per the update, darling Disney couples. Now, I can only hope that means actual Disney couples, Mickey and Minnie, Donald and Daisy, perhaps something along the lines of Belle and the Beast, a princess or two with her associated prince. That's something that they used to do back in the day for Valentine's Day, just kind of randomly meet and greets. I'm hoping we're going to see a lot of couples on this night, and you're going to be able to take selfies. They specified selfies in the update, which means are they going to be free roaming? Will these be free roaming couples, or are they going to be set aside like what they did for various nights where they're behind a rope and you kind of do the thing and they're in the background? Probably the latter. And then of course the usual photo ops, themed food, themed decor, and then entry into the park in advance, early entry to Disneyland at 5 p.m. with, I would guess, the event. They didn't specify the times, but I'm assuming 7 p.m. like the other events, and then it runs till, I hope it runs till midnight. That's when the parks are closing anyway, right? So it should be at least midnight. I should also mention PhotoPass is included for this night, as well as the other nights that we're going to be talking about in just a minute. And actually, the next one will be Villains Night. This is one that lots of people have been asking about, and it will be held for just 2 nights, March 8th and March 10th. I went to Villains Night a long time ago, back when we didn't have to pay for it, and that was some of the most fun I've ever had at Disneyland. Hopefully, they can repeat that, and it's going to start with something interesting. Guests can see The Cauldron, a cabaret featuring a villainous cast showing off. I have no idea what this could be. This could be anything, really, but it does sound like the kind of thing that I was hoping for, that I would be hoping for as a guest for Villains Night. Then there's going to be Ursula's Sing-Along, a sing-along, that speaks for itself, I guess, and Underworld Dance Party, standard, and again, photo ops, themed food, themed decor, and villain meet and greets. So mostly it feels like this is about the cabaret, which I'm crossing my fingers that sounds as good, or that is as good as it sounds. By the way, these tickets go on sale January 11th. They didn't give a time, but I'm assuming, again, it'll be probably noon or after. January 11th. Mark your calendars. Next is Star Wars Night, scheduled for 3 nights in May. That's May 3rd, May 4th, of course, and May 5th, so 3 consecutive nights. These tickets also go on sale January 11th, and this is one that you might not want to be late for. You might want to be sure you're there at noon on the 11th. You may recall that they had a scheduled Star Wars Night before the shutdown. It was in May. It was scheduled. They sold all the tickets, and then it got, not canceled. They never actually did cancel it. It just never happened because we were in shutdown. Disney has confirmed that if you bought a ticket for that event, for the 2020 Star Wars Night, that ticket is good for this event. So naturally, my guess would be that there's going to be a limited number of tickets available for the 2021 event. If you have a ticket for that canceled event, call guest services at 714-300-7807 to exchange it for a new ticket. Do this anytime between now and January 8th. That means before tickets go on sale to the public, because they got to know how many people are opting in from 2020 into the 21 event before they start selling tickets on the 11th. So if you want to go to 21 and you had a ticket for 20, call Disney at the number I just gave you and exchange it. If you don't want to go, if you have a 20 ticket and you don't want to go to 21, call Disney anyway. They'll give you their options. Presumably, this might include a refund, although they didn't say that specifically in the update. I have to think they would be willing to give you a refund. As a matter of fact, I had a conversation with somebody who worked one of the ticketing agents that you call on the phone, guest services. And I remember her telling me that they were offering refunds. You could have done this a year ago if you had asked. But they would have also told you that it's still good for whenever that event comes up. Anyway, call guest services to find out what your options are. Exchange it for 21 or get a refund or maybe a credit for another ticket. By the way, I should mention, I think this also applies to Villains Night. I believe that there was a 2020 Villains Night scheduled and tickets sold for that as well, now that I think about it. So same applies for Villains Night. All right, what about Star Wars Night? Not just a new or different fireworks show. Apparently there will be an amazing pyrotechnical spectacle, according to the update, that will illuminate the skies with Star Wars themed fireworks. Hopefully this is going to be as awesome as I want it to be. Because I don't think have I ever seen a Star Wars themed firework, just Star Wars? I don't think I have. And then, in addition to the fireworks, the March of the First Order with Captain Phasma, which we've seen in the past, very fun. Themed food, themed decor, themed meet and greets. Oh, and the Galactic Dance Party, standard again. And they did mention Star Wars themed attractions will be open with shorter lines than usual, which is a great selling point, by the way. Shorter lines than usual. So I have to believe that attractions, plural, means Galaxy's Edge and Rise of the Resistance. You may recall, for 2020, they were not going to have, Rise was not going to be open for Star Wars Night. That had some people pretty upset. But it sounds like it'll be open this year, as well as, obviously the rest of Galaxy's Edge, and with shorter wait times. Rise of the Resistance with a short wait time. That sounds like something maybe worth investing in. But again, if you want a Star Wars Night ticket, I would recommend being there noon, January 11th, or whenever they determine the time will be, but my guess is noon, because there's going to be a limited number of tickets available. Here's to hoping, again, that it's as good as it sounds, the fireworks show, Rise of the Resistance, that kind of thing. Hopefully, Rise will be open for the entire night, actually, now that I think about it, because if you've been to Disneyland, then you know, recently that is, that Rise closes at like 8 or 9 p.m. every night, no matter what. No matter what, if they've got a queue or not, whether it's broken or not. It's been closing around 8 p.m. every night for a while now. So hopefully, again, it's going to be open all night, which would be great. You could ride Rise of the Resistance as many times as your heart desires. So there you go, guys. After Dark events are coming back. Stay tuned for more info as we get it. We'll go on to our next topic, and that is the ongoing negotiations between Disney, its cast members, and their unions. A few weeks ago, the union rejected Disney's proposal, Disney's contract offer, and what normally it would have resulted in a strike, but Disney allowed the cast members, the unions, to vote again, a revote, just to be sure. No changes to the contract at all, no counteroffer from Disney, nothing like that. Same exact contract offer. They just let them vote again. Because I guess they felt like maybe they weren't sure. Maybe they didn't hear it right. Did you not understand the proposal correctly or something to that effect? Anyway, that revote happened on Friday, and it did result in a yes from cast members this time. So we have averted a strike. Cast members will stay at work. They have agreed to Disney's contract offer, and there will be no stoppage or anything of that kind, no more counteroffers, nothing like that. The agreement is for $17 an hour, retroactive to June of this year. That's a $2 raise, yes. And then another $18 an hour in June of 2023. Also, cast members are going to be getting back pay for that raise, retroactive, because it's retroactive to June. So all the time spent, all the hours worked between June and November, if I understand correctly, they'll be getting their raise retroactive to June, and that'll be paid before Christmas. So it's a nice little bonus for cast members before the holidays, in addition to the one-time bonus that long-term cast members who've been at work at Disney for more than 10 years, full-time cast members are getting a $2,000 bonus. Part-time cast members are getting a $1,000 bonus. And that, too, should be paid before the holiday season. It goes without saying that I'm very grateful that a strike was averted for all parties involved. The cast members, Disney, even us guests, because a strike would have been a messy situation. As I've often said, I want cast members to feel respected and wanted and taken care of by their employers, but I also want them to work and to earn and not have to go on strike in the middle of the Christmas season. So I guess this is probably the best possible outcome that we could have hoped for in this situation. Anyway, I love you guys, you cast members out there, and I can't wait to see you soon. Actually, I can't wait to see you later today. Oh, and by the way, I asked a question at the top of this video if I thought that this agreement, this contract agreement, would result in a change in park capacity. I have been saying that, based on our past updates, our past observations from the park, that they're still not operating at anywhere near full capacity. Well, the answer to that question may be yes, because as I was writing this story, Disney replenished the reservation calendar for Magic Keys and for single day tickets as well. All of December is open, and that includes Christmas Day and New Year's Eve. You can get a ticket, you can get a reservation right now for New Year's Eve if you want. So that was one of the first dates that sold out. So go get them, guys. And that's it for our update today. Do follow Fresh Bake. Stay tuned to Fresh Bake for more news as it happens. Otherwise, follow us on Instagram at _FreshBaked, on Twitter at Fresh Baked Disney, that's fresh with no E, and on TikTok at Fresh Baked Disney. And if you like our show and want to show your support, please do consider joining our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/freshbaked. Otherwise, thanks again for watching, everybody. We love you. We love you guests. We love you muffins. We love you cast members. We love all of you. I hope you guys are having a great holiday season. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. And Fresh Baked.